G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we're going to the Homebrew world, and we're back to G.I. Joe United. I think this might be the last of the villain fights that have been designed for G.I. Joe United so far. Recently I sort of finished off all of the heroes and villains that I sort of had plans for at the moment, and so really sort of happy to have that sort of set, not complete, but sort of, a bit of a tighter bow on it sort of thing for now. And so, yeah, it's exciting to show off the last of the villains from this range. And I would like to sort of go back to the G.I. Joe world down the track as well. And Big Head Chibis are continuing to make some fantastic models. I think we've got Stalker has recently come out as well. So there's plenty of stuff to be making characters for there. But I am going to be sort of delving into some other bits and pieces with the Homebrew world and that sort of thing as well. So stick around at the end of the video if you like to sort of hear more about that sort of stuff as well. But in the meantime, we're going to have a look at the Dreadnok fight. Now, this is a funny one in terms of why I'm filming this today. I was sort of planning on doing maybe some more Castlevania stuff, or maybe even Sentinels of the Multiverse. But a viewer... I think Tivis, I think it was, mentioned in one of the recent videos that I should check out a game called G.I. Joe, I think Mission Critical, because it was, I think it's about to go out of print or something like that. So he sort of mentioned that, and of course that it didn't take much he just had to say the word G.I. Joe, and I sort of jumped on online and had a look at this game and that sort of thing. So I've ordered a bunch of it, or I should say I've asked for a bunch of it from Santa, and then when I realized that this was the game I wanted to play with the Dreadnoks, I negotiated with Santa to see if I could open some of my boxes early to get some of the figures out. So that's what we're going with today, and that's why we're able to play with these. But I would also like to mention that Big Head Chibis, who I mentioned before, have a really cool range of the Dreadnok figures and that sort of thing as well. So I definitely want to get some of those in and paint them up and show them off down the track, maybe when I do a G.I. Joe deep dive or something. That'll be great. So yeah, anyway, that's my big long rambling intro into this fight, but let's have a look at the Dreadnoks. So it's a big multi-villain fight. So yeah, there's a few bells and whistles going on here, so we'll have to bear with this. We'll see how smoothly this goes. But there's actually two dashboards here, so we'll have a look at this. This is the Dreadnok fight. So it's based on Zartan and his siblings, Zarana, I think her name is, and Zandar. And these are sort of figures I remember having as a kid. So especially this guy, he sort of stood out with his bright colours and stuff. I sort of have a sort of vivid memory of him. But let's have a look at the special setup here. So place the villain dashboard with its non-health side face up, and that'll make sense in a moment. Then create a face-down Dreadnok deck and set it aside. Again, that'll make sense in a moment. And then we start Zartan in the villain starting location. We start Zandar 2 locations away counterclockwise, and Zarana starts 2 locations away clockwise. Then we place the mission cards on the plot board, which is this one, see reverse, with the rescue civilians covering the raid the pit, and defeat thugs covering jailbreak. So if we have a look, we flip this around, you can see there's a spot for clear threats as normal. This is where we're going to put the defeat thugs, and this is where we're going to put rescue civilians. So let's do that now. We'll put this down. That's the plot board, I think I called it. We'll put that down there. Clear threats. And we'll put this here. If we have a look up the top here, we've got a Dreadnok deck. So this is sort of like a extra little sort of almost like a henchman deck as well. So we'll shuffle this up and put it up the top here. So that's going to feature some of those sort of more henchman level Dreadnoks rather than the big three. Although I guess you could argue that I think, what is it, a Ripper and Buzzer and is it Monkey Wrench? I always forget. Anyway, there's kind of like a big three anyway, even of the henchmen. We also have some regular threats as well. So just note that there are 2 different types here. So we've got the threats already set up here. We'll have a look at those in a moment. But now we're going to have a look at the villain dashboard. So you can see it talked about having a non-health side face up. And there is another side as well. So there's all sorts of things going on in this mission. We're going to be flipping this over, as you can probably tell, at some point in the game. So If we have a look here, special rules. When the rescue civilians or defeat thugs missions are completed, we remove that card and transfer the tokens on it to the plot underneath. Those missions are still considered complete though. The villains only become vulnerable when both the defeat thugs and rescue civilian missions are complete. So you can still do the clear threats mission, but these two have to be completed before they become vulnerable. When the villains become vulnerable, for each KO token on the dashboard, starting with Zartan's location and going clockwise, draw and place a Dreadnok card in each location without a threat, and discard a KO token. Okay, so KO tokens are going to go on this dashboard. Then flip this dashboard, keeping any KO tokens that were not discarded when placing Dreadnok cards. So KO, place a KO token on the dashboard. That's how you get them here. and then the villain that caused the KO bams again. So yeah, so they have that general sort of KO rule, which is they get to bam again, but they also in addition place a KO token down here. Their overflow is that they deal a damage to one hero anywhere. So you don't really want overflows to be happening. Zartan, he deals a damage to each hero in his location. Then Zarana, she deals 2 damage to a hero in this location, so 2 damage but to one hero rather than all of them. Plus she adds a thug in Zarana's location, since she's kind of like the boss of she sort of bosses the other minion Dreadnoks around. And then we've got Zandar. He's more of a loner. He deals 2 damage to one hero in the opposite location to him, and he adds civilian in his location. Essentially, you know, he's causing threats to all sorts of people that he's hunting down and stuff like that. So he puts civilians out, she puts thugs out. So there you go. So that's what they've got. No health at the moment, and we'll leave that sort of stuff for a mystery for afterwards. So we'll put them back down. Maybe a few little spoiler alerts here, but we won't count through those, so I'll explain this when we get to it. Now we do have some figures here from Mission Critical. Again, I'd like to get the Big Head Chibis to the board pretty soon, but we've got these ones for now. Now I don't actually have a model for Zandar and Mission Critical, but this is, I think this is Copperhead or someone like that. So I forget what his name is, maybe Manta Ray or something. So he's going to be in this spot here. We've got Zandar, no, sorry, not Zandar. We've got Zartan up this way, up in the Everglades. So we've got Zandar in the undersea base. We've also got Trucial Abysmia here. We've got Rio Lindo. The Joes are going to start in the pit, and then we've got Zarana. Here she is. Zarana is going to be in Broca Beach. Or Broker Beach, and this has got a special rule that says to place any amount of heroic tokens on a threat in this location, which unfortunately there is one of those types of threats, an additional heroic must be spent. So essentially you're going to have to spend 2 to place them there, and all of the threats are the same. So let's have a look at these now. These are Masters of Disguise, because all in sort of different facets of these guys, they all sort of have different ways of hiding and being in disguise and stuff. So it says villains may not be damaged in this location. So basically wherever these are, and they're all across the 6 different locations, if we leave these, we're not going to be actually able to damage the bad guys. So we're going to have to get rid of at least a few of these. A hero may only add heroics to this threat though if the villain is in this location. So not only are you not allowed to damage them if they're in this spot, but you can't get rid of this until you sort of like can catch them in these spots in the first place. So a bit tricky. And if we have a look at the undersea base, it's got a special rule as well. Villains in this location can only be damaged by attacks or effects that originate here. So you can't sort of be over here and shoot them with some sort of an effect. So you have to sort of be in this spot to catch them here. Okay, so we've talked about the villains, we've talked about where they're starting, we've got the locations there, we've talked about the threats. I think we're pretty good there. I think it's time to have a look now at the Joe team. So again, we're going to be using the Mission Critical figures here. So we have, now this is CoverGirl, I believe, but we're going to be using her as another sort of undercover type Joe, and this is going to be Lady Jaye. We have this guy pointing and leading the troops. I think this is Duke, but we're going to use him as Flint. And our final Joe. I think we've shown off all the other Joes across all the different videos, so this is the final Joe, and this is going to be Dial Tone. I think this is actually Stalker's model, but we're going to be using Dial Tone. And if you watched a previous video, I think it might have been the last Joe video, we had Dial Tone featured there, and that was a character designed by James Irish, so he's jumped in and made some Joe characters there. So that was a really cool take on Dial Tone, and I thought in this video, since it's the sort of final one for a while at least with Joe designs, I'd show off the other Dial Tone as well. So yeah, so let's have a look. So we've got Flint here. He's got a starting hand card. We'll shuffle up the rest of his cards here and see what he ends up with. So Flint always likes to go in on those rescue missions. So he's got his special card is No Joe Left Behind. So once per villain turn, if another hero in your or an adjacent location is KO'd, the villain does not activate their KO effect. So in this case, we won't be putting one of those KO tokens down, and they won't be doing that BAM again, but only once per villain turn, and only if it happens sort of nearby Flint. So that's his ability there. Gives him a heroic as well. And we'll draw 2 more cards off the top. We get a punch and a heroic, and we get a move and a punch. So that's what he is up to. Chuck those down here. Now, Lady J, she also has a starting hand card. The rest, I don't think, no, I think she's only got the one. So we'll shuffle her up and see how we go. So her card here, we'll just have a look here. So undercover, during your turn, if you are in a location with at least one civilian, you may flip this card face down to cancel the BAM effect of a threat in your location. Okay, now unfortunately there are no such threats, at least at the moment in this scenario, so we could still use this, but we might have to wait till a later point in the mission. And to be able to do this, we have to still be in a spot with a civilian. Okay, so there you go. And that, notice that even though this is a starting hand card, this is not one of those always in play abilities. So this is one of those flip abilities. All right, so she's got one of those, and then 2 more cards. And let's see, she's got this one here is Airborne Ranger, so because she is an Airborne Ranger, move to any other location. All right, and then this one is interesting. It sort of goes hand in hand with the other card we looked at before, Gathering Intel. Okay, so while she's undercover, if one copy of Undercover is face up in the storyline, one thug you defeat this turn may instead be discarded to reveal the next Master Plan card. If 2 copies are face up, also delay the next villain turn by 1. And that's a bit of a spoiler alert, there are more than 1 copy of Undercover. So even though she's got a starting hand Undercover card, she also has at least another Undercover card that is not a starting hand card. So you can sort of try and leave those out and not cash them in, so you can get a better bang for your buck with this card. So that's how she's going to work. So she's got all of those in her hand to start with, so that's interesting. We'll see how she goes. If she gets hit by Zarana or Zandar, she might be in a bit of trouble there. And we've got Dial Tone, so we'll shuffle him up as well. He doesn't have any starting hand cards. The Radio Man is still pretty useful, so alright, let's see how we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we've got Airstrike, so you can call in the Airstrike. 2 punches in any one location, or 1 punch in any 3 consecutive locations. So you can kind of call the salvo in and sort of have it land in a few different areas. But notice that this would be a bit useless if we were trying to attack the undersea base. We'd have to be in that spot, so this whole any location would be a bit tricky there. We've got a movement, and we've got his double wild. So there you go. That's what Dial Tone's bringing to the party. Pop those down, and now we'll see how we go. All right, let's take them down. And I should give a big shout out to Erwin Thunder, of course, who's done all the fantastic art for the G.I. Joe range. Been really blessed to have him do all this work, and I'd also like to thank James Irish, who did commission the art for Dial Tone, and very graciously said that, yeah, go ahead and sort of reuse that art for this version of him as well. So yeah, thank you guys. It's been really fun sort of working with different folks and sort of getting this G.I. Joe range out to you guys as well. So yeah, definitely excited to sort of hear what people think. And if you don't want to sort of print these out, you know, there are the files that are available on the wiki, but you can also access this stuff on Tabletop Simulator as well in the mods there. So lots of different ways to try these guys out. Let's see what the Dreadnoks get up to. So we'll shuffle their deck, and oh, all right. How much trouble are we in? Let's see what they do. All right, we'll hold this up. These guys are very much based on, I think, the Toad, Blob, and Pyro, the Brotherhood of Mutants fight. I think they're almost a reskin of that. When I designed these guys, I sort of, you know, I say designed, but really I sort of took the basis of that fight, and I think I might have taken a few of the abilities and just sort of retitled them, but I think they've also got a couple of like unique ones as well. But let's see, Zarana and Zandar. So those two are going to be moving, and then they're causing chaos at a civilian in each location without a villain. Okay, so let's do the move and the bam first. So Zarana is going to move 1, 2. Zandar, unfortunately, is also moving 1, 2, and that's a problem for us at the moment. Then they're bamming, so we've got lucky with Zarana. She's going to hit her area, do 2 damage, but we sort of escape any damage there. But she is going to put a thug in this spot. There we go. We are also going to have Zandar, unfortunately, is going to snipe us here. So one of us is taking a hit here. Well, Lady J's got a bunch of stuff she probably wants to sort of set up. Although, I mean, we could... Maybe she could take a hit and have her gathering intel go back into the deck for sort of showing up later when it might be more useful. That could be an option. Flint, and he's got some good cards there too. Dial Tone, I mean, we don't really want to lose the double wild there, do we? I think maybe let's have Lady J take the hit here. So she's going to put Gathering Intel maybe on top, Army Ranger, Airborne Ranger underneath. So she's taking the 2 damage there. And then one civilian, that's Zandar's ability, his effect there. He's going to do the 2 damage, then he puts a civilian in his spot. Luckily the Everglades is not too full at the moment, but the undersea base is a different story. And then we're also going to put 1 civilian in each location without a villain. Unfortunately 2 of them are in the one spot, which means there's more civilians coming out. So we've got 1 here, another 1 here. Oh boy, getting pretty full. Getting pretty full. Alright, now, interesting. Put this down here, and it is Flint's turn. Alright, so Flint, oh. Okay, so he's going to draw a card, and he is going to, oh, he's got Tactical Analysis. So let's have a look at this one. So this is actually taken directly from Tim Drake Robin from the DC Superheroes United Hush box. I thought this was quite a good one for Flint's sort of like ability to sort of like tactically read the situation on the battlefield. So if we use this, we can reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck. If it will add more civilians than thugs, we gain a star token. If more thugs than civilians, we gain a punch token. Otherwise, we gain a move token. So that's cool, but we wouldn't be getting our effect out, no Joe left behind. The trouble with that is if we play that, that's a heroic, which we wouldn't be able to contribute to the threat here because we're not in a villain's location. So is it worthwhile using this to see where they're going next? I think let's still put no Joe left behind because poor old Lady J is very, very much in in a bad shape here, so it'd be good to sort of like not get an extra one of those KO tokens. So we'll put that down. And what we will do, luckily we're in a spot with a lot of civilians, so probably doesn't hurt to get cracking on that, although I probably would have liked to clear some of these locations that are getting very full as well. Now the issue here is also going to be Lady Jaye. Ooh, she draws herself a single wild. There we go. She's got undercover, so we could try and get this card out there. But again, it's just a single heroic, isn't it? How useful is that going to be? I mean, we could play that, and we could definitely get cracking on the civilians. And that location is very much out of our hair for a while, but we've really just sort of done a lot of work in one spot, haven't we? Are we happy with that? Let's go with it. Look, we've got this Dial Tone's got double wilds here. I mean, that could be very handy. Well, let's draw a card for him. He's got himself a single punch. There we go. Now we could really... we could call in this airstrike, and that would allow us to really sort of alleviate, you know, 3 spots in a row. We could sort of go 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 and reduce those numbers, work on the defeat thugs plot. But we would be wasting 2 heroics because we can't put any heroics down here. We don't have any movement, and there's no civilians to rescue. So is it worth doing that? I sort of don't mind the idea of doing this just to sort of alleviate some of that overflow, and it means we'd be sort of going tandem with these, wouldn't it? But I mean, we could still probably achieve a pretty good effect if we use this Dial Tone card, this double wild. We'd at least be able to move, maybe put a heroic on this because Zarana's there, and maybe punch a thug. Oh, I think I'm going to go the airstrike. All right, this might be crazy. I'm wasting a couple of heroics here, but let's do this now. The question is, where do we do the airstrike? Do this airstrike. I feel like let's maybe do it in this direction. 1, 2, 3. Alright, hopefully we've made the right call there. 1, 2, 3. And unfortunately those 2 heroics go to waste. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's not too bad. I feel alright about that turn. Now, let's see what the Dreadnoks get up to. They're going to have a few characters move here. So this time it's Zartan. He's moving 1. And Zarana, she's moving 1. And they're going clockwise. I think they always move clockwise. So she's going to do a bam, she misses us, that's good, but she's going to put, a thug out. No overflow yet, but close. And then Zartan, I don't think, no, he doesn't put a token out. So we got lucky there. Now, they are going to put civilians all over the place, so we've got 1 here, they're all in the spots without the villain, so at least there's not as many of these guys coming out now, but alright, we got a bit lucky there. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, let's put that down. Now we are going to have to deal with some of these Masters of Disguise, aren't we? Alright. Well, let's draw a card for Flint. He gets himself a single wild there. Alright, Flint, what are you up to? What's the name of the game? Where? Oh, they're all over here. They're a bit too far away from us. So, boy, oh boy. What have we got? We've got a heroic. This is definitely pretty full over here, isn't it? Do we just... reveal the top card, get another token. Plus gives us a move. We'd know what's coming. But do we... I feel like we don't need to know that too much at the moment, so I think instead what I'll do, I'll play this move and punch, and then Flint is going to run this way, I think. This way he's going to remove or defeat one thug and rescue one civilian. I think that's the plan there. Alright. Now Lady Jaye, what are you doing? Because we want you to stick near Flint, I think, in case you get KO'd. She's going to... she's drawn herself another one of those gathering intel. So she could use this. If she gets herself in a position where she's in a civilian spot and punches a thug, she could look at the top card of the master plan deck. But I think maybe I want to save, maybe I want to try and get another one of these undercover cards out. So I might hold off on that. I also know I've got another copy of this in the deck, so if this one gets KO'd out from under me, we might still be alright. Maybe let's play this. Should we do the same trick? These guys are like, oh, okay. I was going to do the same trick, move here and take out one of each, but then I'd be a bit far away. I suppose I've given Dial Tone a wild so he can head that way. So maybe what I'll do is I'll head this way. I'll defeat a thug and rescue a civilian. Alright. So we're definitely making our way through this part. But we're gonna have to double down on these heroics soon, aren't we, to get rid of some of these spots. Just gotta try and end up in spots where these guys are. Okay, so with that in mind, let's draw a card for Dial Tone. Oh, he's got himself another airstrike here. This one's with a movement. I don't think I want to trigger that because we'd certainly be racking up the thugs, wouldn't we? Oh, okay. What have we got there? Moving a wild. Do we save this double wild, or we just get cracking? I might save it. You know what? I might save it until if I can get to a spot where, because that might help me really burn through the threats if they end up near me. I feel like I'm sort of wasting it if I do that. So we might just go the move and the wild. So let's move over here and just bring these numbers down a bit. Now these are both even. There's probably more civilians out at the moment. So we're probably... Interesting. Oh, what do I want to do here? Yeah, okay, let's rescue another civilian. I guess. Or should I go thug? I'm not sure what the best call is there. Alright, let's see what they do in response to that. I haven't cleared any threats yet, so I'm not getting any bonuses from the locations. Alright, hopefully, I mean, as much as I don't want them to come to us and start beating us up, hopefully we can get close to them pretty soon. Let's see what they do. So this time Zandar. Zandar's moving and Zartan is moving. Alright, so where are you, Zandar? 1, 2. The good news is he's firing over this way. The bad news is he's putting a civilian down. Zartan, he's moving 1. These guys like sticking together. And yeah. Good news is he's not adding any. He is not adding any thugs or civilians. But he's doing a damage. He's going to damage Dial Tone. Oh, now we... Okay, well, do I lose a double wild? Do I lose an airstrike? Or do I lose a single punch? I think I'll lose the single punch. So, Dial Tone loses the single punch. But then wreaking havoc. Each of the 3 villains adds a thug to their location. So unfortunately, oh no, that's not good at all. Okay, we've got an overflow here. We get 1 here, but then there's an overflow because of these guys. Oh no. Oh. That is problematic. Okay. So, that's 2 overflows. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero anywhere. Ooh. Let's have Lady Jaye take one of those hits. So she loses that card, unfortunately. But so she gets KO'd, but because she's near Flint, he rescues her and pulls her to safety, so they don't get the KO token. Now, there's also another hit coming our way because of the other overflow. So let's have Flint lose that one. Maybe let's lose the wild, single wild. And then technically, there's a KO, so place the KO thingy, and then the villain that caused the bams again. But there's no villain that actually caused the bam, so in this particular case, they don't bam again. If you wanted to maybe play on a harder mode, you could maybe say you just assign one of the Dreadnoks, you know, of your choice could do that. But I think rules as written, and I'm the one that wrote the rules, I didn't never really encountered this situation before. Yeah, so rules as written, none of them caused the ban there, so we'll let that one slide. Alright, so we had 1 KO, no KO token luckily, but the other 2 Joes are also a bit weakened now as well, so at least Lady Jaye was able to now refresh her hand without giving away a KO token there. Alright. So, pop those down. Okay. Well, it is time for the Joes to keep going, I think. So, let's have a look at Flint. He gets himself a move and a heroic. Now, this is the time, I think, to cash in on some of these. Let's clear some of these spots. I do want to keep going on these as well, because that's how we make them vulnerable, but I would like to do this. So, what have we got? We've got a move there. We've got a move in heroic, we've got a punch in heroic. Well, I guess we could... I'm only going to get 1 heroic out of this now. Who's coming up next? Lady Jaye. Oh no, this is Flinty's over here. Ah, so that's... Okay, hold on. So the punch and... Well, I've got a move here, don't I? So yeah, let's do this. Let's play this one down. Let's have Flint move to this spot with the move, and then he's going to deal a damage to a thug, so we're still working on that, and we're going to put 1 heroic down here, because surely Lady Jaye will get at least a movement, and then we can... I think that's better than just playing the move in heroic, although if we played the move in heroic, we'd be guaranteeing she's got the move to get there. Alright, well, let's see what she gets. 1, 2, 3, 4. She gets draw 3 cards and then draws 1 for the beginning of her turn. She's got a move. Okay, she's got a... Oh, another undercover. That's interesting. Oh, okay, she's got... she's got a bunch of these extra heroic cards. I would have liked 2 heroics to finish this off, but she doesn't have the movement. So let's play the undercover card, because then at least there's 2 undercover cards out. So we'll play that. She gets up, she heads over here, she can defeat 1 more thug. Now we've got to be careful with the thugs now, don't we? And she can put a heroic on this Masters of Disguise, so it at least gives us one spot that we can take them out. Right. Okay. And Dial Tone. Alright, my friend. So, he's drawn himself a punch and a heroic. He's got a move. Oh, I don't have another heroic there. Oh, man. Okay, so I can't clear any of these yet. Well, let's just get cracking on it anyway. So we'll... Ooh, I probably should clear. That's a tough choice. That is a tough choice. I definitely want to put one heroic down here while they're in this. Oh no, I'm going to have to use... it's Broker Beach or Brocker Beach. I really think I should be clearing this. Am I going to have a better opportunity to... This just seems like a bit of a... No, I don't think I want to sink all those actions into trying to clear this one. So while I'm here, even though these two are right in this spot, I think I'm going to have to rescue a couple of civilians. Because otherwise I'd be spending both heroics just to put a single heroic token down there. I think I'm going to have to follow these guys this way. Oh, okay. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Okay. Let's see what these old Dreadnoks say about that. Alright, here they come. Oh, okay, so Zartan is staying there, but... Oh no, they're both staying there. So Zartan's staying there, and then Zarana is moving. So she's going to go 1, 2. Now we can't finish this one off. Okay. Oh, you sneaky Dreadnoks. Okay. So, Zartan's staying where he is. Zarana's moved there. Zarana's not hitting anyone. Zartan is doing 1 damage, and he's going to do that damage to Dial Tone. Airstrike or no? I think I've got to lose the airstrike because I need heroics at the moment. I think so. Put the airstrike at the bottom. Zarana is putting out a... I hope I've been remembering to put the civilians and the thugs out each turn. So she's definitely putting 1 out here. Okay. And then she's also going to put another thug, and they're going to put 1 each as well. Oh man, this place is right full back up. I guess I made the right call with this place though. Oof. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yikes. Alright. So, do we just try and make them vulnerable now? We wouldn't be able to do much to them, but we could make them vulnerable. If we clear one of these, we're still going to put them under pressure though, so if we're going to go for vulnerable, we may as well go for it at the same time. Let's see what we can do. How far away are we? We've got a couple of wilds. Alright, so Flint draws himself a single punch. He does have the tactical analysis, which is a move. If we play Flint's move in heroic, if we play this one out, we could step 1 with the movement, 1 with the wild, so we could get here. That would leave us with 2 actions. We'd have the wild and we'd have a star, so we could put 2 stars there. But we'd be making no more progress on these, and we wouldn't have actually cleared that, and the overflow threat is still pretty high. But it's not too bad over here, so if the others can maybe do a bit of work there, maybe that's worth it. Do we do that? Yeah, let's maybe do it. Alright, so Flint's going to play his move and another wild to move. He's going to put 2 heroics down here, one with the wild, one with the star, and then hopefully the others can piece together something where they can do something about these tokens here. Lady Jaye. So, you don't have a... We're undercover, but you don't have a gathering intel card at the moment. But what you do have is you do have a double wild. So that might come in very handy. Let's do it. Let's head... What have we got here? So what can we do? We can go 1, 2 again with the other wild. And then we've got a wild and a heroic. So we could clear this, right? Pop that down there. And use the wild to defeat a thug, therefore not completing any missions yet, giving Dial Tone a turn before we have to worry about anything else. So that could be alright. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We've got a double wild over there. Okay. Okay, and what's this end of turn? We finally get an end of turn effect. Discard a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck to reveal the top card of the master plan deck. Discard a card. Oh, so take some damage. Reveal the top card of the master plan deck. Place it back on. I think I've got other ways to look at the master plan deck. So, you know what? Let's not mess with the locals at Rio Lindo there. Dial Tone. Oh, he's got himself a move and a heroic. Well, double wilds. Interesting. We could... We've only got one spot with a vulnerable person though, don't we? What to do, what to do. Do we... Because we've got the double wilds, we've got another heroic here, so we could at least put... I suppose we'd only be... We wouldn't quite get enough... No, we wouldn't be... We'd only be able to put one icon on here anyway. So, what I'm thinking is instead, why don't I try... Got the double wilds there. If I were to play this... Maybe the punch and heroic? Would that give me enough that I could actually do some damage? I think I could... Dial Tone could... punch and rescue, thereby completing both of these missions, making them vulnerable, and with the... I would also then have a move and one more wild. I could do a damage, because I can't damage these guys. They're in a spot that makes them invulnerable, but I could move here and she is targetable, so I could do a damage there. Maybe that's what I'll do. Alright, so at this point we have to do a bit of interesting stuff here. So we've cleared the rescue civilians mission, so we transfer all of these guys underneath to the raid the pit mission. So now this is actually a mission that Zandar is on. He's raiding the pit, and he's essentially going to be trying to take out lots of Joes. These civilians now represent Joes that are at the pit base, and if he can clear through this and remove these guys from here, we're going to lose. And at the same time, to keep us on our toes, Zarana is also going around and rescuing or breaking out all the Dreadnoks and Cobra operatives from jail. So if she clears all of these guys out of the jail, they all escape, we lose as well, and then Zartan's going to be helping them both. So let's have a look here. So we're going to flip this over. Now when we flip the dashboard, what we were supposed to do was put Dreadnoks out in the spaces that are empty for any Dreadnok, for any KO token that was on there, but luckily we didn't have that situation, so we actually got quite lucky here. Let's have a look though. So we've flipped the board over, so now, and I should bring this up here, sorry guys. So let's have a look. So when we flip it over, we've got extra setup here, so we add health to each villain based on the number of heroes. Then Dreadnoks are considered henchmen, so if we had the Dreadnok cards come out, they'd be henchmen. While there are any KO tokens left on the dashboard, we'd be putting more in. Now in this situation, because we don't have any extras, they're basically not going to come out because we don't have any KO tokens. Let's have a look here. From now on, if we rescue civilians or defeat thugs, it's essentially just helping us stop overflow from happening because they just get discarded. They are not added back to the plots because obviously we're trying to keep the little figures on the plot cards rather than get rid of them. And then if we get KO'd from now on though, we discard a civilian and a thug from the corresponding plot, so one of each. The villainous plot now, if either the Raid the Pit or the Jailbreak plots are empty, we lose. Now Zartan's thing changes to he deals a damage to each hero in his location, plus he discards one of each from their corresponding plots. Zarana, she's going to deal 2 damage to a hero in the location, and instead of adding a thug now, she's going to remove a thug from the plot. And then the same thing with Zandar, he does 2 damage in the opposite location, and he gets rid of the civilians from the Raid the Pit plot. So there you go. And they've each got 3 health at a 3 hero game, and Zartan has 4 health. So that's what we're going to set up now. Alright, and then the overflow, for each civilian or thug that cannot be added to a location, discard a civilian or thug from the corresponding plot. So the problem's going to be, taking these guys down now is going to be tricky because we haven't cleared any locations. So yeah, we might have stopped us from bringing any more Dreadnoks in, and there's not many spots for them to come out, but we also have to really clear these spots. So let's see how we go. Pop that down there. I'll put their health up on their stacks there. We will remove 1 health from Zarana since she's been hit here, and then that's pretty much that for our turn. I think Dial Tone's finishing things off there, and we're back to the Dreadnok's turn. So now we also can keep going with the clear threats as well, and we will gain a card if we can do that, but name of the game is to stop these from getting depleted too badly. And they are also under pressure now as well, since we cleared one of the missions, and the second one just means that they're vulnerable. So Zarana is moving, so she's jumping away from here. So 1, 2, 3, she's back to a safe spot. And Zandar unfortunately is moving here, so we can't do anything about these guys, but what we can do is try and clear as many of these spaces as we can. Fortunately the closest one is the one that's the hardest to clear, so that's problematic. What have we given ourselves? A move and a punch. They're also going to place some, well, hold on, first of all they're going to do their BAM, so she is going to remove 1 from here, and Zandar is going to remove 1 from here. Okay, and Zandar is shooting over here, so we're safe from there. And then they each add a thug in their location. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 in this spot here. Oof, not great. Not great at all. Okay. How are we getting beaten up and the rest of the Dreadnoks haven't even showed up? Oh, Ryan. Okay, let's see. We have Flint's going to have his turn. I've got to remember only Flint and Lady J get a turn now. Oh, well, Flint. What a time to draw a double wild. Okay. Now, is this the time to use it, though? I guess. Can we get... Okay, what can we do with this? you, Flint. Alright, so can we go 1, 2, let's go 1 and defeat a thug, I guess, just to... No, let's not defeat him, let's defeat this thug. Okay. Yeah, that didn't feel like a great turn with a double wild, but alright. Lady Jaye, where are you? Okay. Ooh, okay, she's got herself a double move. So that could be very handy just in terms of creating new spaces. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, so she's going to fly over this way and clear this now. Alright, so that's taken care of. And you know what? She might actually... oh, where'd there? Oh, I put it back over here. Should go there. Now we can gain a heroic, a punch or a movement token here, or if we had equipment cards we could recharge face down equipment cards. But I'm thinking maybe let's take a heroic, so wherever I go I can clear one of these. I've got movement in my deck, or I've got a few stars there actually. Maybe I should take a movement, so I could do more with that. Well, she gets hit. Let's take a movement. Is that crazy? Although I am in a spot with a villain, and if he stays where he is, I could just beat him up. Oh, so many choices. Let's go a star. Alright, that could come back to bite me. And that's the end of our round, so it's the bad guys, alright? And Dreadnoks, what are you up to? Okay, so Zandar is moving, so he's not staying put. He's going 1, 2. He's going to shoot across here, but he is also going to get rid of one of these. Then Zartan is moving 1. Ooh, oh, and this could be good actually. So he's landing. I mean, it's bad, but also good. So he's landing here. He's going to do a damage to everyone here. So Lady Jaye is going to take a hit. Let's lose a single star. Then who else is there? That's Flint. Flint, let's lose your tactical analysis, because are you going to get a turn? You are, so let's keep your punch there. Okay. And then, so he's done damage to each of us. He's also he's also discarding one of each of these. Ooh. Okay, 1 and 2. Now, until the next villain turn, heroes entering Zandar's location over here. Clever traps. Until the next villain turn, heroes entering his location are dealt a damage. Alright, so he's lying in wait for us over here. Okay, well that's alright, we can't get him over there anyway yet because this Masters of Disguise is still in play. So let's put that down. Luckily they didn't put any more troops out in overflow, so I think we're okay with the overflow. Overflow's looking alright, except this is a bit dicey over here, but we'll see. Alright, time for Dial Tone to have a turn. Where are you? So where are the bad guys? Can't do much about these guys. If we can get over to Zartan, that could be alright. Or maybe an airstrike would be good. Alright, what do we got? Oh no, it's an airlift. Oh, okay. An airlift is move any number of heroes from a single location to another single location. We can call in the airlift. We know she's not getting another turn before they go again, so we could set her up here so she can finish this off, potentially. That's interesting. What else have we got? We've got the move, and we've only got a move in heroic, so we've got 2 moves, so he can... Oh, well, hold on. He can... Oh. Oh. Interesting. If we play the airlift... You know what? I think I'm going to be able to hit people next turn anyway with no matter what. So maybe I don't need the airlift yet. Maybe save that for like clutch when I need to get directly to someone. I'm sort of overusing the movement here, but I'm also giving movement to... Oh, but he's not going to need the movement anyway, is he? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So, sorry guys. Dial Tone is going to move 1, 2, and he's going to put this heroic in this spot here. He's going to clear this one, and you may discard a card to give a movement token to each other hero. But I don't think I want to do that since I only have 1 card left, so that's not in the plan. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't able to do any damage there, but at least I've cleared another spot. And that is going to put another one of these down. Okay. Time for Flint to have a turn. Flint is going to be able to do something here. Oh, okay. He's drawn himself another tactical analysis, so we could potentially draw a punch token, but I think I'm just going to play this. Unfortunately, things are going a little bit to waste here, aren't they? Yeah, let's do, well, we'll do 1 damage to Zartan, I should say. There we go, so he's been weakened a little bit. That's all we can do, and the heroic's going a bit to waste here. But what we can do is draw. I think I'm just going to get myself another punch token for Flint. There we go. Time to start taking them down. And that is that. That is that. Okay, so their turn. Alright. What have we got? Where are they running to? Oh, they're all activating. Okay, so Zartan's moving here. Okay. So he's safe now. Zarana's moving 1, 2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. They've all gone to ground. Okay, so that's 1 and 2 for the 2 cronies, and then also another 1, 2 for Zandar himself. So they're working their way through these. Oh, that was not good. Now, did any of them hit us? Let's see. Zandar landed here, so she's fine. We've missed out there. He didn't hit anyone, but unfortunately, Dial Tone is going to get hit again. Oh, and the bad news there is that's a KO. And that, oh, that's not good, because that drops another one of each, doesn't it? For each, or is it KO? Yeah, 1 and 1. And then he bams. No, he doesn't bam again. No, that only happens. Yeah. That's only when on the other side. Oh, thought he was going to shoot us again, and or at least do the bam and remove 1 more. But no, we're okay there. But still, oh, there's only 3 more civilians left. Oh, not looking good. All right, who's going next? It's going to be Lady Jaye. All right, Lady Jaye. And unfortunately, we've got this undercover thing, but none of the henchmen showed up, so she can't trigger this now. Okay. She's going to draw a card. She's got... Oh, now, here we go. Move to any... Oh, no, but we can't get any of them, can we? Man, what have we got? We've got a punch. No, we need them... okay. Well, you know what? Let's not... Oh, we're going to need to, aren't we? Oh, what do we do? Do we try and clear another one? Who's going next? It's going to be Dial Tone. He's going to stand up and be around here somewhere, so... okay, do we go... Just thinking... No, that's going to be a waste. We're going to have to do the Airborne Ranger so she can move somewhere and be of use. Let's go here. We'll put 1 down from our card and 1 from our token, so that's 2 spots. Hopefully Dial Tone gets some sort of movement happening. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one for waking up. Alright, so he's got himself airlift. Okay, so we could move some people around. Okay, he's got himself a single heroic, a wild. Okay, he's also got this one, spy equipment. So let me have a read of that. This would have been a lot more useful earlier in the game. Okay, so if I wasn't holding that steady, it says as long as this card is face up in the storyline, the top card of the master plan deck is revealed. But if the villain's location ever overflows, they work out that they've been bugged, and if it ever overflows, you flip this card face down, losing this ability, and then you also accelerate the villain's turn by one because they sort of lead you astray by saying the wrong intel. So this is a move and heroic. It would let us move over there, use the heroic to clear the location, and we'd be able to do at least one punch to our good friend over there. But yeah, that could be alright. Airlift, I could move people around. Either way, I'm only going to be able to do one punch here, aren't I? I don't think I want to move people around just yet because I don't know where I'm going. So let's go with this one. Spy equipment. So what happens now is we get to see what the next card is. We know that Zarana is moving to this spot. That's not great. And we know that Zandar is going to go here. Oh. Oh, okay. So someone's getting hit over there though, aren't they? Okay. Well, but if we go over there with her, we could take the double hit without getting KO'd, so maybe that's worth it. So yeah, let's move in here. We'll do a rescue in this spot. We'll place the last of these here. Now the good news here is we've cleared 4 spots. So now we each get to draw a card as well. Okay. And we can do one more punch on Zarana before she skips to the next spot. So let's draw a card each. 1, 2, 3. And this says, reveal the top card of your deck. Now who is this? This is Dial Tone. If that card has move or punch at the bottom, you may draw it. If not, discard a card. So we did get an airstrike, which is handy, and it is a move. So yep, that we get to keep it. Okay, so that was our turn there. Now we're moving to the bad guy. So we know that they're going to play this card. So we know that Zarana is moving 1, 2. She does remove one of these. Zandar is moving 1. Oh, just 1. He's moving there. And he is removing one of these. Luckily, Zartan didn't go, but what happens next? Oh, and Zandar shoots one of these two, so... well, you know what? Let's shoot Dial Tone. Let's lose these two. I don't know. Maybe I should keep this airlift. Maybe I should keep the airlift. Wild. I'll lose the single punch. I think the airlift might actually be more useful situationally because I've still got some good other cards there. The wild and an airstrike. This is going to hurt. Zarana does 1 more damage to any hero she deals damage to this turn. Luckily, she swung and missed there. Woohoo! Okay. I should have paid attention to that ability too, shouldn't I? Now we continue with this. Luckily, there was no overflow there. This is going to move. Well, this is going to move all 3 of them, and they're all going to move to Zartan's location. Where's Zartan? He's over. Oh, and they're going to be safe here. Oh, that's potentially very bad. that could be game over right there, I think. We've got to... Alright, can we get rid of him? He's got 3 health. Whose turn is it? It is Flint's turn. He's got a... Oh, okay, this could be good. So he draws himself a move and a heroic. But we've got fire discipline. This is cool. So maybe, is this what we need? Oh yes, okay, so we get a punch. We've got a punch at the bottom. And we've got a punch token. So that's enough to get rid of our good mate. There we go. So, yeah. Phew, okay. Zandar's gone, which is good because he was getting rid of these, he was raiding the pit. He was getting rid of these pretty quickly. Now, unfortunately, old Zartan's doing the same, but at least that slowed down that rate of progress. So that was the 1, 2, plus that is 3. He's also got a move and a heroic. So I could stay here and pick up a punch token, but I think if I can get over here and get started on this, maybe by the time the others have a turn they can be here, and because we know they're all going to come here. The problem is we're all going to get ooh. The problem is we're going to get KO'd. The problem is we are going to get KO'd, aren't we? Because they're going to come here. He's going to hit us for 1. She's going to hit for 2. And that's going to overflow there as well. Okay. That's not good. Oh gosh. I don't think we could... Oh man, okay. So how much health have we got? He could take 1 hit. But then someone else would need to be here to take the 2 hits from Zarana. No. So don't step in here. I think that's bad. Don't step in there. What do we need you to have, Flint? You've got moves and stars and all sorts of things, so I think we need to give you a punch. I don't think we're going to have what we need, but let's play it out. All right. So, oh man, this is not good. Okay, so we need to... I think we need to come over here and stop this overflowing. Instead of coming this way, which would have been great. So, whose turn is it? It's going to be Lady Jaye's turn. Lady Jaye, so you've drawn a card. Oh, move to any location. She's got Gathering Intel. We could delay them by a turn? No, we don't have the move to... if we played this, it's only got a punch on it, and we don't have... there's no one to punch there. We've only got punches. Oh man, okay. Well, we need to move, don't we? We need to get out of that spot, so I have to play the move. I think I have to play the move card. So I'm going to move here, punch this guy. Okay. I'm not going to discard a card, I don't think. What could I do to reveal the top? No, because this is already revealed. Yep, okay, so they're going... is this going to be game over? Let's see. She moves here. He stays where he is. We can't damage them. Oh, I've got another punch too, because the... Oh, no, I don't. No, that punch is there. So, yeah, they've moved there. He's going to remove 1. She's going to remove 1. So he removes one of each, and then she removes one more of these. Right. Then he adds one of each over here. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Oh no, okay. Can we do, in 2 heroes turn where they're all on the other side of the board, can we do 3 heroics and 4 damage? Not likely. Where'd I get this punch from? Oh, I stayed here, okay. Okay, that was their turn there. Alright. Dial Tone. We need a evac and a medic and an airstrike and all sorts of things. What have you got for us, Dial Tone? Alright, so... we've got to move. Okay, he could move them all here, but then he's not doing anything on his turn. Airstrike's not going to do anything. It's going to be Flint. I've got 2 moves. I could go 1, 2, 1, 2, place a heroic down. Then Flint draws a card. Fire Discipline. Oh, now I do have a punch, because this Fire Discipline, it lets the next hero also have a punch, so I could just, I don't know, defeat this guy. Okay. Flint is... Flint could... No, he needs another heroic, doesn't he? Okay. Flint's going to move here. Play 2 heroics to clear this. Oh no. At this point I think it's game over. Let's see. Do I have any... I've got 1 punch up my sleeve, so I'm going to at least punch Zarana. There you go, get out of here, Zarana. Okay, I've taken 2 of the Dreadnoks down. I do have to end my turn by putting another thug out. Oof. There we go. And unfortunately, unless this next master plan card says something like, Zartan decides to take a nap. Alright, ready? Oh no, I think that's game over. Cunning ambush, so he's going to move 1. And he is going to hit nobody there, but he does remove both of these, and therefore the plot's victorious. We have lost. Cunning ambush, heroes with no other heroes in their location, so Lady Jaye and at least 1 thug in the location. Yep, she would have taken a damage there, so yeah, she would have taken 1 hit, but it is all over. Red Rover. So the Dreadnoks have been victorious. We managed to take down the 2 siblings, but Zartan got away. Just too many Masters of Disguise cards out there when we flipped them over. So it turns out they didn't need their friends after all. Let's have a look at these guys though. What did you guys think of that mission? Did you like it? It's one of these very sort of chaotic battles. I really enjoyed playtesting this one. I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely sort of captures the chaos sort of ethos of the Dreadnoks, and yeah, I think it's a lot of fun because you can try different strategies and go down different paths, and you can play a game like this where you barely sort of uncover any of these, and you might sort of keep yourself safe from overflows or KOs, but it's still very tricky. So here are some Dreadnoks though, just so you can get a sense for them. So we've got Buzzer, we've got Monkey Wrench, we have Road Pig, and we have Torch, and Norgahide or Norhide, and Clyde, and then we have Ripper as well. So a lot of fun. These guys were fun to make. Lots of great art from Erwin Thunder, and so essentially you can imagine if there was a lot more open spaces where you can hunt these guys down, but also a lot of henchmen out there sort of doing damage to you and things like that. That it also creates its own problem, and a lot of these guys also work towards removing those tokens from the plots as well, so they sort of add their own little wrinkle as well. So a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was yeah, that was super duper fun. So yeah, thank you to Tivis for suggesting getting the Mission Critical, because I've got a few more models I can use at the moment. and I certainly hope to get that game to the channel at some point as well. So once I sort of learn the rules a bit more and sort of get a bit more familiar with that, I'll try and do some playthroughs of G.I. Joe Mission Critical. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So thanks to all the folks that have supported us in Big Head Chibis, voting for the characters and the models. With that, thank you to James Irish for jumping on board and designing some characters as well. Thanks to all the Homebrew crew out there, Mazu and Diversion Architect, Nelly Nell, Helios 23, Kanji, all those guys for giving us all the feedback and the inspiration throughout sort of making the G.I. Joe stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed all the videos with all the different villains and the heroes and that sort of thing. And certainly we'll be adding more down the track, but I thought this was a fun way to sort of finish off the current batch of them. So yeah, really good fun. The next big project I'm working on, I think I mentioned in the last video as well, but I'm really excited because we're getting very close. Just got a final couple of pieces of art to get from Irwin before I can unveil the K-pop Demon Hunters. So we've got 3 heroes so far, plus a song deck. So they're going to revolve around this cool sort of mechanic of having song decks that you can sort of cycle through. So essentially, every time you play a Huntrix hero, you choose what song they're essentially going to be singing, and you sort of swap out some of their special ability, special effect cards for those, and then you can sort of harmonize with each other with your different song cards and that sort of thing as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun with that. And I've also got some inspiration recently, got some ideas about how I want to do the, at least I've got a few different versions of how I want to do this, but definitely got one that I sort of want to go down that path first for the Sarja boys. So definitely want to have some K-pop Demon Hunter villains from that world, so you can sort of play that. You can always mash them up as well with any of the homebrew stuff, but so a lot of fun having the Demon Hunters fighting against the Marvel heroes and villains and things like that as well. But yeah, definitely looking forward to making the Sarja boys as well. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Also, I should mention with the K-pop Demon Hunters, Divided Sky, one of the great masterminds behind the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles homebrew, is also a big fan and has a lot of great ideas for the K-pop Demon Hunters as well. So keep an eye out for a few different designs in that world as well. So fingers crossed we'll see some more of those popping up. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. Keep checking out all the great stuff on the CMON United Discord and the wiki and the CMON United Facebook fanatic community. I hope you guys are getting to sort of a lot of enjoyment out of your Marvel United stuff, and also hopefully DC Superheroes United, at least the Hush box there as well. Really fingers crossed that we get some more of that DC Superheroes United stuff as well. Let us know what other games you're playing, what other things. As we see, Tivis is excited me to get the G.I. Joe Mission Critical. So are there other games that you guys think that would be up my alley and that sort of thing? Yeah, looking forward to sort of hearing what you guys think. But yeah, hopefully this has been fun, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. And oh, sorry, should give a shout out to my members, Len from Dice It Up Gaming and Pedro Vargas. Thanks, guys, as always. Thanks for your membership, and that support means a lot to me. And thanks to all the subscribers and just viewers of the channel. I hope you guys have been enjoying. We're getting close to, I think, 1,000 subscribers. So at some point, maybe soon, maybe in the new year or so, if it ticks over, we'll have to do some sort of a celebratory live stream as well. And also keep your eyes out for the Season 2 or the X-Men Marvel United live stream, where myself and friends of the channel will go through and talk about our favourite villain designs, hero designs from the Season 2 X-Men series of Marvel United as well. So that'll be coming up as well. Finally got through all of those villains, so looking forward to sharing our favourites. So yeah, thanks, guys. Maple Monkey out. See ya.